How's it going, everyone? My name is Randy, field staffer at Serviceside. Today I'm going to go over what to do during the off season. Number one question I get. They're always asking, alright, elk season opens up in a couple months, what can I do? The number one answer I always give is get out into the mountains. So, if you're getting out in the mountains and scouting, you're going to know where these animals are. You're going to know their habits. Yeah, fall, things and hormones get all crazy. But if you spot where the cows are, if you spot where the does are, you are going to know where your next trophy lies. So, with that said, what I take with me when I go scouting are the following. First thing I'm going to talk about is clothing. So the clothing that I choose is something lightweight and can breathe. So here I have the Rise pants from Badlands. The reason why I like these pants is because they're water resistant, wind resistant, and even though they're kind of rated from 35 to 65 degrees on their website, they're actually pretty breathable as well. Something like that lets the heat and stuff escape while also keeping you warm when needed. Another thing with these pants is a lot of pockets. So you have two back pockets here, you have a side pocket here, which make it really easy to access things like your phone, wallet, snacks that you can put away in your pocket so you don't have to reach into your backpack, a headlamp, any kind of flashlight, things like that. So not everything's got to go into your backpack, and it's right there in your pants. So all of you might be thinking, no way you wear pants. When I'm scouting, it is like 75, maybe 90 degrees outside. Well, the thing is with that kind of sun ray in your altitude, you can get severe sunburns, and I'd rather skip out on that. And also, you want to be able to protect yourself from any kind of brush or anything that can cut you up while you're out in the backcountry. The reason being is that you do not want a cut to get infected or severely get cut and where you're way back into the woods. So I highly recommend wearing pants anytime that you're in the outdoors, and especially when you're scouting. The next pair of clothing that I always wear is a good pair of gaiters. These are the Master Gaiters from Badlands. They're very rugged, tough, and strong. They're water resistant, and they help keep the sweat from your body going back into your boot, making so that your socks are wet and then your feet wet. Now, I don't like walking around in soggy boots, and I don't think you would either. So get yourself a good pair of gaiters. I recommend these ones from Badlands. They have given me no problems and have shown the strength and durability. And now, I usually wear just a t-shirt and some sunscreen over. If it does get too hot, I do try to wear a long sleeve, but sometimes it's just way too hot for a long sleeve. It almost makes it feel like you can't breathe. So I do like wearing a t-shirt and some sunscreen, but please do not forget the sunscreen because the sunburns can get really bad. Another thing that I usually bring, and most people should start bringing, is a jacket. Now, you might never need a jacket. You might look at the weather and say, wow, it's going to be 70 degrees. But my experience here in Montana is that the weather changes in an instant. And also, you never know when you have to spend the night. I'm not saying that I might ever have to spend the night, but you never know. You might get yourself into some trouble and you have to spend the night. So here in Montana it gets to about 50, 40 degrees at night, even though it is 70 to 90 degrees during the day. So I always bring a jacket to make sure that I am ready for any weather situation. The next thing I'm going to is my pack system and what I have in my pack when I go scouting. Alright, the backpack that I carry when I'm scouting is called the Scout from Badlands. Now yes, It looks like a very small backpack, and that's the reason why I like it. I am traveling, or I'm trying to travel, 10 miles back into the backcountry, and yes, I know a lot of people use it as a way of exercise to get ready for the season. I do, but not at those extreme lengths. I more use it as I'm scouting. I'm on a mission. I need to get back there as fast as I can and travel as much country as possible. So to do so, I don't burn myself down with a big old pack and trying to exercise. I do one thing at a time, one mission at a time, and I'm getting ready for the season. I am scouting. That is what I'm doing out there. So I carry a minimalized backpack named the Scout from Badlands. Now, this backpack, even though it is small, it will carry all your essentials you need in the backcountry. So, in this front pocket, it is designed to carry pretty much any spotting scope. And the spotting scope that I use is a Mirth, M-R-T-H. This spotting scope I got from Amazon. It's about $72. It's a 20 by 60. Super cheap, and it does the job. It scopes from valley over valley. And yeah, there's probably better spotting scopes out there, but if you're on a budget and you just need a spotting scope, I recommend the EMRTH. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's E-M-R-T-H. $72, very durable. I've accidentally, thrown it down a hill and, let my kid play with it. It's very durable. And I've had this spotting scope for almost 4 years now. And to be honest, I haven't even wanted to change to a more expensive scope because it does everything that I need it to do, and it has lasted for the time that I've needed it. Other things that I carry would be toilet paper, and some essentials just in case it's a late night or I stay overnight. So I carry a knife. It's a knife from Browning, very sharp. Carry a light headlamp specifically, and then something to start a fire with. Okay, those are the essentials that I usually go with back into the backcountry with. You never know when you have to spend the night, so it's always good to have those things with you pretty much anytime you go on an adventure. It's to have something to start a fire, have a knife, and have a headlamp. The next thing is hydration. So on these 75-degree weather hikes, water is key. Okay, so with this Scout, actually when you buy this Scout, it comes with a 3-liter bladder that fits right in here. Okay, so when you buy this Scout, you end up getting a 3-liter bladder with it. Okay, and in that, even though it is 3 liters, I do carry an extra water bottle. Now, I don't know about you, but in 75-degree weather, it is very important to hydrate. So I make sure I have 2 systems of water. And then if I can find extra water, I'll be able to put it in my water bottle, and I'll be able to put it in my hydro bladder. So this pack that I carry, I only carry the essentials just to make sure I make it home. And then connected to my Scout pack, I have a Pry jacket, water wind resistant, and it's very warm. So like I said, you never know when you're going to get stuck back there, and you always want to bring something a little heftier just in case the worst happens. Now the other thing I bring with me is a Bino XR case from Badlands. Now the reason why I bring both a Bino and a spotting scope is because there's a point where I'm sitting and I'm spotting, and there's a point where I'm just checking, looking, and moving on. Okay? So if I find the right area with shade or able to stay in that area for a while, then the spotting scope will come out, I'll chill out, maybe have a couple bars, maybe more snacks, something like that, and then whip out that spotting scope and look. But if I am just traveling ridge to ridge, I whip out those binos, take a look around, and then keep moving on. The point of scouting is to find animals. So you want to cover as much ground as you can so that you can find some animals and mark them down. Now, when you mark them down, what do you use? I use an app called Onyx. So I use an app called Onyx Maps. Now, on Onyx Maps, you can download the map, it'll track you, and then you can put little waypoints in where you've seen those animals at. So a key item of how I scout is being able to mark all this on a map. Whether you have to use a regular old map that you have, like a national forest map or something like that, but you have to be able to write this stuff down. If you're unable to write these things down, then you'll probably forget where they are, or you'll try to remember what ridge or what mountainside are they on. Okay? With OnX, you're able to open that app, and because it's downloaded, it's saved onto your phone, and you don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi. You just look and see where those locations were, and you're like, okay, so 2 months ago, I seen a group of elk over here. So where have they gone? They couldn't have gone too far. And then you're at least in the general area. By doing your scouting later, like a couple days before season, you add that extra pressure in finding the animals that you're looking for. Instead, you want to be able to know where they are. What kind of general area are they staying in? Are they staying in burns? Are they staying on south sloping faces? Are they on the other side of the mountain? You never know until you get out there. And the last piece of equipment that I do bring with me is Vanguard tripod. So you don't have to bring a tripod. I highly recommend it though. The reason being is holding up that spotting scope and just shaking is a lot more work than just bringing a tripod along. The tripod's going to help you hold up your binoculars, it's going to help you hold up your spotting scope, and just make everything just a little bit more easier and a lot less stressful in this time. So just remember, the next time you're wondering, what should I do on the off season? Just remember, go out scouting, take a hike, and find where those animals are before the season starts. I'm Randy from Serverside. You guys have a nice day.